got Greg with us here. He's with a company called Chill Right, and if you want something really, really cold to drink, these are the guys to talk to. And so we're doing some stuff with them here at the trade show, and I'll let Greg tell you a little bit about the system, and a little bit about the company and how it all works. But real quickly, these are distilled beverages chilled down to like -2, 3 degrees, 0 degrees, whatever. And I don't care, it's the crappiest tequila in there, but man, when you taste it, it's all smooth when it's that cold. So, but we got some top brands in here we've been playing with here at the show and serving lots and lots of drinks. It's kind of quiet in here now. It's been kind of crazy and chaotic. But anyway, Greg, thanks for coming, brother.
Thank you.
Glad
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
This is the Shaka Vodka Dome system. It's a gravity-fed liquor dispensing system. It takes 3 liters in your reserve right here, in your reservoir, and pulls it down between -5 and 5 degrees. And you just gravity feed it right out. It pours thick and smooth. And you can incorporate all these domes with a beer tower in the middle, pour 28, 29, 32 degree beer right out of the middle of an ice dome and an ice tower.
Cool. This thing is drawing all kinds of people in here for the show, and people just come by and they all want to do this. They all want to touch this thing. As you can see, all the marks in it, but it really just the humidity in the air freezes and sticks to it, and it creates this snow effect on here. But it's a chilled system. These guys are based out of Louisiana, and they making these systems like Greg was talking about. Now, tell me a little the systems that we've sold and installed for you guys. This head is actually gone, and there's actually a beer tower here.
In the place of it, yeah. There's for a remote dispensing, a remote beer system.
So a glycol unit that runs out of the back.
Glycol unit in the back that you're piping through all the way up front, and you're dispensing right there.
How far can you go running it from, say, I have a walk-in cooler out of the back?
I've got runs up to 800 feet away.
Wow, that's a long ways away.
Toby Keith's Guitar Bar has frozen towers, and they're 700 feet away up in Kansas City at a casino up there. Wow. So we can pipe it a long way and keep it real cold the whole time. Absolutely.
And if you've never had a beer at 28, 29, 30 degrees out of a chilled mug, you're missing out. I mean, I know people get beer cold and like it cold, but man, when it comes out a draft that way, it's just a phenomenal.
We call it Hurt Ya Cold beer.
Hurt Ya Cold. But anyway, we have this system set up in the show, and I wanted to kind of show it because it's something very, very unique that these guys have done. Tell us a little bit about how the company started and where it came from, and tell us about that part of it.
We started out as a service company in New Orleans, down in the French Quarter and on Bourbon Street, servicing Coca-Cola equipment and beverage equipment. And that morphed into being a remanufacturer for Coca-Cola, and that's where we got our manufacturing base. And then Buddy, the owner, designed a draft beer system that filled a niche in the market that just hadn't been there. And that's ice cold beer over and over and over again, maximizing the yield on the keg. And everything that had been out there before was very foamy, warm beer, and that was the status quo.
Well, now, on a Chill Right beer system, what's the difference out of just a normal, say a keg box behind your bar and you got a keg on it? What's the difference in the waste and the percentages? I know you probably got that.
A very large national chain just did a 6-month study, and over 6 months we poured 99.15% yield out of the keg, compared to brand X that they had been doing business with for 20 years, that was pouring 72% over that 6-month period. You're looking big difference. You're looking at about $150 per keg in additional revenue. You extrapolate that out, you end up with big dollars.
Well, yeah, you run that against a whole chain that's selling hundreds of kegs a month.
They worked it out to 70,000 per store per year, and so it makes a decision real easy to make.
Well, even for a smaller operator too.
Absolutely.
Not only the concept of you got a colder beer, people drink it, it tastes better. it's just, and then of course, obviously the presentation's huge.
Yeah, absolutely, and that
draws everybody.
That draws them in. But what keeps them coming back is the product, and the product that you're serving, and it's coming back ice cold, large.
Not a ton of foam on it.
Not at all, and that's how we're getting the yields.
Yeah.
Is we're pulling it down cold, we're controlling the pressure, which is something we do at Chill-Rite. Everything is engineered by us. It's not thrown together. There's a lot of.
It's not a parted together system.
It's not.
You're buying all this stuff.
Let me buy this from this guy and this from this guy, and we're one of the few true manufacturers in that business.
Right.
We take it very serious. That's our bread and butter right there. And so dispensing.
It shows. I mean, it really does. It shows in the product.
We're passionate, brother.
Well,
we really are.
I mean, you
we
really gotta
are.
be. I mean, it's the first time we got one of these systems into our office. And I'll tell you this: it came in, it comes in the crate, and I'm thinking about this is really cool. It's the one for Iguana Joe's.
Okay.
The first one we did for them. It comes in the crate, and I says, "Open this thing up. I want to see it." So the guys open up the box, I look in there, and says, "Look at this. David sent the zip ties that go on that hold all this stuff together." And I'm looking at, well, here's a tool, and I'm like, does it install itself? Because
almost.
Literally, you guys sent a can of spray foam. Everything we needed other than the normal basic hand tools that we do.
All you need is your bag of tools. We send everything from the last clamp.
That amazes me. Nobody does that anymore.
Well, and that's indicative of what I'm talking about the passion and the fine tuning that we take. And we want it to go in and that end user to just make money. And in 10 years or in 2 years, when he's opening up another place, I gotta have Chill-Rite. Gotta have Chill-Rite, and not have any problems with it. Just walk away.
And we want to do the same thing with the installation of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, that's why when we've got in there, I've told the guys, I said, look, don't be cheap. These guys are sending like 300 tie straps in here, and we've got a 100-foot run. Put one every 6 inches. If you got them, might as well use them. Put them in there and use them.
Exactly.
Because my whole point with it was, if y'all are putting them in there, then obviously they're for a reason. You want us to use them and put them in there. So I said, tie strap it to everything. That way it's secure, and we just don't have a problem with it. But I was really impressed. Because I opened up, there's a can of spray foam, there's sealing tape, and all. I'm like, that's complete.
Every system.
We didn't have to go get anything.
No, and you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Every system that goes out has its own custom set of drawings and engineering drawings, and has its own install kit and everything put together. We're very detailed that way. We run our heat loads, we run our restrictions, and all of that for each individual system. That's why we call it an engineered beer system.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to get this off on a deal. It's more about what I do for the show, talking about the alcohol and dispensing and everything. But I'm not trying to turn this into an installation, but it just shows the quality and the character of Chill-Rite as a company in designing these systems, and it comes out in the product. We're sitting here talking about details, tie straps and things that strap this thing in, but all that comes back to, if they're doing that and we use it and we install it properly and do it, it all comes back and it puts out a better quality of product. And that's the whole key to the whole thing.
Pulling people into the bar.
Yeah.
Get them into the bar and get them coming back.
Okay. Will you have a shot with me?
What's that? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. What flavor do you want?
I'm thinking coconut.
Okay, you want the coconut?
Yeah, I'm thinking coconut. What's your favorite?
I don't know. I did this Red Hot. This was a Jaguar vodka, and I infused Red Hot candy in it and dissolved it and put it up. And we put it in here, and
there you go.
I gotta drink.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Don't start without me now.
I won't indeed.
All right, there you go. There's to you, brother.
Thank you, sir. There's to you. Oh,
man, that's cold.
It's good.
It really is cold. I'm telling you.
That is good stuff.
I don't care how bad. Every once in a while, you guys have seen me do a show. Actually, I was out. I had Darren fill in for me, and David came by and did a coffee show with us, and he just walked by. And if you go back and look at past episodes where we did a special on coffee and did some coffee cocktail stuff, Darren did. I was out of town, and Darren did a show, and that was David just walking by.
Oh, good stuff.
Anyway, this is really good. If you guys got any information, go to their website. Tell me, what's the website?
Chillrite32.com. ChillRite32.com.
Okay. Go check it out. There's some videos on there, some other information that'll tell you about their systems and how to get them. And if you're dying to have one, you got to have one. Pick up the phone, call us too. We'll help you out and get you hooked up. You can go to FridgeTech, FRIGTECH.com.